Hi, Pete Moore of Shooting Sports. Another unboxing trick for you here. The Atom from Nightmaster. This is a digital rear add-on. Looks like a tiny baby scope. It's very compact, very, very light. And basically, what you do with a rear add-on, as the name implies, it goes in the back of the scope, and the scope has to have a side parallax. And what it does, it allows you to use as night vision scope, simple as that. So you have your scope set up if you want it, and you click your rear on the back. The Atom has been in development for quite some time, and there are a few add-on digital devices I've seen. This is probably the most compact I've ever seen. So what you get in the box is the Atom unit itself, which has an eyepiece. Under the eyepiece is a focus, which is just for the Atom unit itself. On top, the blue button is the power button on off. In front of it is what they call a multi-socket. Unscrews and you charge the unit. The unit has a fixed battery, so you have to charge it from a main source. It would have been nice if they had a car socket adapter, but they don't. They're probably working on that. You have plus and minus brightness buttons. The unit also can, you can take video with it, you can output video through this socket again, or you can use the Atom wireless transmitter to send your video to your PC, that sort of thing, or your phone. What makes it all tick is this very simple and surprisingly robust adapter. Basically, the Atom goes in the back, you wind this up, this connects to the scope. In this case we've got a fast focus Falcon Menace here, and you get a series of split rings, split adapters. They go over the eyepiece, so the focus bell, and then this slides on top like that, and then you tighten it up, and the whole thing locks up pretty rigidly. What I didn't know, and I've been testing this a little bit of time, again we're out tonight shooting with it for the first time, so we'll get back to you on that, but not the problem, the issue, the thing with digital things is focus. What you do with this thing, you set the scope up, zero it in the daytime without the Atom on, and then once that's set up, the scope is not touched, apart from having to move your parallax, which is your side focus for the target. Which is saying, if you don't have a side parallax or a front parallax in scope, it's a waste of time having a digital unit, because you've got to see what you're looking at, and it's the only way you can bring it in crisp focus. So with the scope zeroed, I'll just put it together. Put the Atom on like this, wind it up, then that clips in like that, you wind that up, and if you notice, I've put the adapter not on the eyepiece bell but on the focus tube, because once you're set, your focus on the scope doesn't change. What you do, you rotate the Atom until you get a clear picture, or as clear as you can get. This little wheel here that you can see, it has limited movement, but what it does, it fine focuses. So we can refine the focus to something a little bit better than before. So once that's done, you then simply slack off on the rear unit and just rotate the Atom so it's upright. So you can use it like that. Then obviously this clips back on. It probably puts about, I think 4 inches on the back of the scope, which might be enough to still have the scope in the same position, but if not, you can always get the extended Picatinny rail. They are, I believe, around about £500, a little bit under, I think. So I haven't used it at night yet, but I'm looking forward to it, because again, it's one of these things, it won't break the bank, and if it can do your rim, it's certainly do air gun distances, it'll probably do rim fire distances, and I reckon probably foxes out to 150. That's just me guessing at the moment, so don't take that as gospel. But for the money, it's a clever system. I quite like the idea of it again, but it's easy, it's simple to set up. It seems to work okay, but we'll let you know on a later video when we actually take it out. But that's the Atom from Nightmaster. Again, night vision's getting big these days, getting huge. People don't want to pay massive amounts of money for the big stuff, even though it's very efficient. Kit like this is probably sitting in a certain ballpark that's going to appeal to most people. So, we'll let you know what happens. Cheers.